SASBO is threatening to shut down the banking sector for 2 days next month if banks do not respond to their concerns about retrenchments. SASBO is the country's biggest financial union with 73,000 members, and it says that the planned strike would be its largest industrial action in decades. The union wants banks who consulted them about job losses to consider other options and to reskill bank employees. And joining us from our Pretoria studio right now is Joe Kokela, who is the General Secretary of SASBO, to talk to us about the looming job shutdown. So, Joe, good morning to you and thanks so much for coming through.
Good morning, Sakina.
So your union have consulted with the leading banks in South Africa. Just take us through those discussions and what resulted from it.
Look, the discussions were conducted under the pretext of Section 189 as required by the Labour Relations Act. And after we really have consulted with the banks under that pretext of Section 189, it clearly states that all that has to happen is for us to reach a consensus. So out of those discussions, consensus was never reached between ourselves and the banks, as we realized that in fact the banks came to us just to tick the list that they have said that they have consulted with us. And after we've had such discussions, some of those discussions, they needed us that we must have the facilitator from the CCMA. And the problem was that most of the employers were not willing for us to have the facilitation that were so organized by the union. So at the end of the day, they went ahead to do what they have to do. ABSA has just announced that they were going to affect 878 jobs. And but that will only be the first phase. And then when we were listening to ABSA, we were approached by Standard Bank that promised that they were going to retrench 1,800 people. Then later they came back to us to say that another 6,000 people are going to be affected, but those people will be affected without them losing a job. And that worried us as the union, because of if you affect somebody, it means that there will be some intended or unintended consequences. So it means that people will be without a job. Then later on, we were approached by Nedbank that has promised that it's going to retrench 3,000 people. And as we speak, from last week up to on Tuesday, 1,500 letters were issued to say to people that their jobs have been redundant. So that alone, it worried us as the union, because of we've realized that the banks, in fact, are not telling the truth to us. You know, they are talking about the pretext of 189, but it's not only 189, it's all about the fourth industrial revolution. As one bank has said to us that they are closing 91 branches in the country because of they believe that the client behavior has changed. And when you look at what they are putting to us, it's not really what is happening. All that we are seeing as SASBO is that now corporate greed has kicked in. The bosses of the industries, they are seriously trying to make sure that they are maximizing the profits of that the banks are doing. I mean, how do you justify a guy in the bank who alone was getting 158,000 a day? And much as they're getting 158,000 a day, when you look at the bonuses of the captains of the industry, they're also getting, I mean, one of the guys got something like 95 million bonus. The lowest of them all got 80 million bonus. So really it's telling you that it's all about corporate greed. It's not about even the fourth industrial revolution. It's not even about the operational requirements. So all those have made us as the union to say we have to make sure that we stand up and we call our people, our members, to the streets so that we can show the country, we can show the world on how the banks are treating its employees. So we don't believe that the employees in the banks are seriously being treated fairly.
So, Joe, how many retrenchments are we looking at in total? Because from the numbers that you just churned out, I've come to 5,678. But what is that total number of retrenchments looming in the sector?
Look, if you've listened to me, I spoke about 6,000, I spoke about 3,000, I spoke about 878, which if you look at it, it's around 10,000. So we are looking at almost 10,000 jobs being lost into the banking sector, only for 2019.
So what were the sticking points? Because from what you're saying, you're almost suggesting that the employers were basically just going through that tick box exercise and essentially consulting in bad faith. Am I correct to surmise that?
Exactly.
So what were the sticking points? What is it that you could not agree on?
Look, what we couldn't agree on is just transition. We are looking at just transition, and much as we're looking at just transition, we are looking at how would have the bank have skilled their people through a reskilling program, through upskilling program, through multi-skilling program, through outskilling program. But the problem becomes that all that we have said to the banks don't really want to accept, and the banks don't really want to understand what the union's point is. Because of all that we want to see happening in this country, it's all about how do we create employability for people that will be affected.
So how do you do that? And also, what exactly is the impact of the fourth industrial revolution on the banking sector in particular?
Look, one cannot be sure because of the banks themselves. They don't understand what the future world of work entails. So much as they don't understand, we as the union we believe that the banks are taking a wide guess. That wild guess is to say, how will they just cut jobs? Because of when you look at the impact, we really don't understand what is the impact, because there's no bank that has ever come to us and say, this will be the impact of the fourth industrial revolution. We believe as SASBO that the banks themselves, they don't understand what does fourth industrial revolution entails.
So looking at the protest action that you're about to embark on, so this will be next month, September. Just talk us through that and some of the specifics with regard to that.
Look, we have decided as the leadership of SASBO through our members that we are going to embark into a 2-day strike in September. And on the first day, all that we're going to do, we're going to have demonstrations, we are going to have pickets, we are going to hand over the memorandum to all, especially the 4 big banks in this country, because of we believe that the memorandum is the only thing that will really drive through our messages. And then on the second day, yes.
No, please continue, Joe.
Then on the second day, what we're going to do, we are going to call for a stay away of our members, because if we are looking at the total shutdown of the banking sector for 2 days in this country.
So what impact are you hoping that will have on the sector, and what would be the repercussions of that action on the broader public?
One, the impact will be that we are sure that the banks will have now to be compelled to come back to the table. And as I spoke about the just transition, we also believe that it will be high time for the government to get involved into saying how can we resolve this bloodbath that is happening within the finance institutions in this country. And the impact of what we're thinking is that we will make sure that their operations will be seriously impacted, and we'll make sure that the profit that they were looking at making for those 2 days, they really don't make them, because of they have to realize that nothing about our members without our members.
So let me understand this. When you say that you are going to have that impact, does that mean that the broader public won't be able to transact with the banks on those days?
That it's one of those aims, that because of one thing that we're going to make sure that is going to happen, we'll make sure that the ATMs will run dry. Because of if people think that it's all because of digitalization, ATMs have been replenished by human factors. Tellers have been operated by human factors. So we are going to withdraw our services, which must have an impact, so that the banks must be under pressure to make sure that they come and listen to what the union is saying.
Well, Mr. Joe Kokela, thanks so much for your time this morning. And no doubt we'll check in with you once again closer to that time and see if there are any further developments in the lead up as well. And that was Joe Kokela, who's the General Secretary of the South African Society of Bank Officials, or SASPO, talking to us about retrenchments in the banking sector as well as their planned shutdown, and indicating there that they plan to bring the banking service to a halt on those 2 days.